Welcome to the Hustle Wing podcast. Today we are joined by Apolline Deroche, the co-founder and CEO of Capella. She's going to chat to us today a little bit about herself and her company. We're going to get to know her. Welcome, Apple. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me, Izzy. Super excited to chat.
Great, me too. So talk to me. What is Capella?
So, Capella is an app that is built to support new parents. And we actually have something super innovative in this new app is we've built an AI-driven baby cry translator. So, the app acts kind of like a baby monitor. You would download the app on two devices. One is the baby device, one is the parent device. And as soon as baby starts crying, as the parent, you get a notification. And we also tell you why your baby's crying. If it's hungry, tired, pain, something else.
Hmm.
And you have other features. You can play some music back to your baby. You can track your baby's sleep, feeding, and a bunch of other things. But the
Okay.
core feature, the core thing is we're replacing baby monitors with this app that does this, innovative, cool thing that is understand the baby's cries. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's the whole gist of it.
that's so cool. So how do you understand? Is it that whole like the sound they make? Because I have heard of that.
Yes, so we like to call ourselves really like a AI company, a deep tech company,
Uh-huh.
because we do a lot of R&D. We have built some like heavy AI models that are able to recognize and interpret a baby's cry. So
Mhm.
just purely based on the sound that the baby makes when it starts
Yeah,
crying, we're able to identify why it's crying because a baby never cries for no reason. So there's
yeah,
always something.
yeah.
And yeah, so that's how it works.
Okay, that is so cool. I didn't know that I mean, I've heard about it before,
Mhm.
about it makes like an E sound or an R sound depending on what they need. Um, but I didn't know that like AI would be able to pick up on that. And that would help so many parents because I know so many parents that are like, it just won't stop crying and they don't know why, but like the baby's trying to communicate. It's just that, they
Yes,
can't speak.
exactly,
So
exactly.
yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So how did you come up with it? Like, how did you start Capella?
It's actually been quite a journey. So I was really interested, obviously, in entrepreneurship, and I went to business school. And while I was in business school, I was like, kind of exploring the startup world and seeing if I could myself maybe build a company or fake build a company for like one of my classes or do something like that. And so I
Yeah.
started out very broadly thinking about mental health related ideas and family
Mm,
related ideas. I knew that I'm super passionate about tech. I'm an
yeah.
engineer like by training and I want to use tech to do good in the world.
Yeah.
And so this was basically all I knew. And throughout like the months and the weeks, I started, interviewing people, talking to parents, trying to figure out what the different pain points are. And I
Mm,
went through different classes in school, and the idea just evolved. And then one day I was like brainstorming, and I just thought of like, what if the baby could communicate with the parent? And it all started from there. And then I looked up the research, and just typed like baby cries into Google Scholar, and I actually discovered that there's a lot of research papers and like articles that have been written on this topic by you know very many different faculty members all over the world. And in the US there's like UCLA and other people that have done research on it, but there's also people like literally all over the world. And so I started reading all this research that was proving that AI could be really good at deciphering baby cries. And
yeah.
I've been obsessed with the topic since then. So this was a year and a half ago now.
Okay.
And I've just like started thinking, okay, how can we do this? Like, where can we find the data? How can we, build this
Yeah.
and make it accessible to people and not just have it in some research lab? And so, yeah, so that's the journey. It was kind of not random because I was working on a related topics and fields,
Yeah.
but it wasn't this big like eureka moment. It was more just
Yeah.
figuring things out and stumbling basically upon this problem and loving it so much that I never stopped working on it since.
Okay,
So yeah.
cool. So how long has Capella been up and running?
So we have basically, I discovered the topic a year and a half ago. I set up the company a bit over a year ago now. and we've been
Mm.
like in full R&D and development mode up until this point. And we're actually super excited because our app is ready and we're actually launching it like in less than like 3 weeks. So the app is not really doesn't really exist yet, but
Okay.
it's done, and we're still like testing it with early adopters and like close communities of people.
Yeah.
And we're ready to for like big launch very very soon. So that's
That's
where
so
we're currently
exciting.
at.
Oh, amazing. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
okay, then what's your vision? Since you haven't, officially entered the market yet, I'm sure you've got big dreams. So, yeah, what's your
Yeah.
long-term goal for Capella?
First of all, my long term goal is to support parents in this, like, completely, especially first time parents, in this
Mm,
completely, like, life altering, crazy experience that is welcoming a new baby.
yeah.
If we go back to the, like, whole mental health conversation, I'm really passionate about it. And
Mm,
there's a lot of books, and if you're kind of into the topic, there's a lot of stuff that talks about how your early years really shape who you become as an adult. So your first
yeah.
2 or 3 years of life have a huge impact on, our patterns and our relationship patterns and attachment styles and whatnot as adults.
Mm, yeah.
So we want to build, tools that can help support parents so that the first, couple of years of their child's life is a real success, and so that we raise basically healthier and happier humans for the next generation, because I think the world really needs that.
Yeah.
So my first goal is really like supporting as many parents as possible around the world. Like, this is truly a global thing.
Yeah.
And then, right now we're focusing just on babies, but I would love to build more tools and like expand like older kids, and
Mm,
just using technology to help people improve people's lives. That's my vision.
yeah.
And short term is just to support new parents with a newborn, and they don't know what to do, and they want to, you know uh, make it a great experience for them, for the baby,
Yeah.
for everyone involved. So yeah, that's my vision. Just, yeah, if we can help some people, then that would be great. I mean,
Cool.
that's
That's
all I
really
want to do.
cool.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. I really like that vision. I mean, like I said, it's a great product. So I
Thank
see that
you.
you've done the research and you're really passionate about it. So I feel like, you've ticked all the boxes that you need to.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
cool. So what are some of the challenges that you're facing? I mean, you're almost at launch date, so I'm sure it's pretty crazy right
Yes, I mean, there's so many challenges that we're
now.
facing. I'd say that, there's the whole development technical challenge of, like, we need to obviously build an app and develop an app, and
Mm,
that is really hard because you need like designers, developers, and I had never done it before, so it's just a crazy learning experience. But you need so
yeah.
many great people on your team,
Mm,
and that's like the biggest takeaway from my experience is like your team is everything. If you have great
yeah.
people with you in your corner, you build a great app. If you have
Yeah.
people that aren't the right people, then it's just wasted time. So
Yeah.
I'd say my biggest challenge is putting together the team to bring this innovation to market. And
Mm,
it took me a while to build the right team, but I feel like now we're starting to kind of, get the like first couple of core people have been working together for a couple, like, many months now. So we're like this
yeah.
core group, and we're looking to add more people that will really fit into our like company culture, I guess, and
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
like how we work with each other. And
Yeah.
so yeah, so I'd say the biggest challenge is just always finding the right team to
Mm,
bring the actual product to life, and not just like strategize behind like, a whiteboard, but actually do it,
yeah.
which is the hardest part. So yeah, I'd say if that works as an answer, then I'll give that answer.
It does. It definitely does. Yeah. I mean, like you said about the most important shaping years of a person's life for the first couple of years, it's the same with
Yeah,
a business, isn't it? Like if you want to build a culture, then you got to start with the
yeah.
first couple of people, because the minute others start joining, they sort of follow in the line.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really important to have a good team to start with.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
once you have
so
a good
right.
team, you're setting yourself
Yeah.
up for success.
Love that analogy with the early years of the company and early years of the human. Love it. Great analogy.
Cool. So, what sort opportunities would you have for the people in our in our community?
Well, I am always looking for, people that are, first of all, very passionate about what we do. Everyone on the team is very passionate about what we do.
Mm,
And we're always looking for people that can help us mostly with like the creative stuff, the,
yeah,
marketing and designing, social media content and putting together all of that strategy because we're doing a consumer product. So our number
yeah,
one thing is like people need to know about us.
yeah,
Otherwise, they can't, if they're not aware, they can't purchase a product. So
definitely.
people, one angle is really people that can work on like content creation and videos and explaining what we do and all of that.
Yeah,
Another angle is like operational people. So, people that have experience working on partnerships and, getting a lot of operations like on the ground and running them. And
yeah,
then the last part is more in the technical sphere. So like
yeah.
developer, app developer. We have built the app for iOS, for example, but we haven't at all started the Android development. So that's going to be the next step
Mm,
for us, where we need to hire someone that can help us convert our like iOS app to an Android app.
yeah,
So yeah, I'd say basically everything, but like operations, partnerships, like all of that kind of jazz, managing that, um, marketing, content creation, and then like technical stuff
yeah,
are like top of mind right now.
yeah. Okay,
But
cool.
there's always
So
opportunity for like other things as well. Like, we're we have so many things to do. So
okay,
that's
I love that you're open to to anything, because that's
yeah.
that's the kind of mindset that we were hoping
Yeah.
for that you would
And
be.
I truly believe that like people can learn and become really good at anything. The most
Yeah,
important is to be passionate about like the product and what we build and what we stand
yeah,
for, because if that is there, then I've worked with some people that have had like crazy evolutions and learning curves just in like the couple of months they've been at Capella. Like they've built some really cool stuff they've never built before. So, you know
yeah,
it's just about having the grit and the passion to like be part of a team. um
yeah.
yeah.
That sounds so fun. Okay, cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
so then we can definitely get you connected to the right people. I mean, we have,
Awesome.
top performers that, that have a lot of experience. So in terms of, growth, marketing, products, we can
Hmm.
definitely get you connected to the right people there. And
Awesome.
yeah, I guess that would be where we take the next step, isn't it?
Well, thank you. That's awesome. I'm so grateful that you gave me this opportunity to kind of share what we do and, get connected to the right people and maybe also other people that might hear about this and think it's
Yeah.
interesting. I've actually, the greatest people I've worked with, I haven't actually found them necessarily through like quote unquote like the normal ways to connect. I've had some people like
Yeah.
reach out because they saw it somewhere or someone told them about us and they loved it and then they reached out
Yeah.
and now we've been working together. So there's so many ways you can end up working with someone. So I'm
Yeah.
really grateful for this like opportunity.
Ah, amazing. Okay, well, thank you so much, Apple, for your
Thank
time.
you.
You've been a pleasure to speak to. I love your
You
attitude and the
too.
way you approach things. I
Oh,
can
thank
feel that you love this. So it's really
you.
exciting to be in that space.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I really do. Because it's a lot of like sleepless nights, so you gotta love it. But yeah.
That's a fair point.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thank you so much again for your time. And
Thank
yeah, we
you.
will definitely be connecting soon.
Thank you so much.